Hello, my friends. I'm Bee, and this is Bee's Intuition. And today we're going to do a reading, just messages from River Spirit. I'm outside, the river is here, looking beautiful. And so, yeah, let's just dive right into it. What does River Spirit have to tell the collective? Please and thank you, Spirit. Oh, that one was quick. Anything else you would like to tell the collective? Please and thank you, River Spirit. Anything else you would like to tell the collective? Please and thank you, Spirit. Any other messages for the collective? Please and thank you, River Spirit. Please and thank you. Okay. Thank you. Groovy. Okay. Okay. Well, okay, I'm just gonna show you. So 9 of Pentacles, being abundant in your energy, like you're in the zone. What the heck is that thing? Okay. Yes, so you're like building abundance, and you are probably in your, like, in the zone, you know, like whatever you're doing, it seems like you're like on top of it. The Two of Cups, so clearly there's something in relation to romance going on. The Hanged Man, there is a big shift in perspectives of things. I'm almost even wondering if your perspective is changing in terms of, like, maybe you're coming out of a time of independence, coming into a time of coming together with somebody else, and that may be like changing your perspective of things. Bottom of the deck is the 9 of Wands, and so it usually is like the wounded warrior that is on the image, and he has like the wall of wands that he's built up over time because he's been hurt so much. And so if you have been hurt in the past, I feel like this could be something that's very healing for you, because I feel like with that Hanged Man especially, it feels like you're going to be changing your whole perspective of, like, maybe how relationships even work, or how they look, how they are. It feels like there's a big shift with that. Also, I really like this image because it's more like a staircase than a wall. And it's like you're letting the past lead you to where you're supposed to be. Even if, like, the past was crummy and painful, it's leading you to where you need to be. Yeah. Okay. So let's just start clarifying. Starting with the 9 of Pentacles. Please and thank you, Spirit. Please and thank you, River Spirit. Ooh. Anything else for that 9 of Pentacles? Please and thank you, Spirit. Anything else you'd like to share with the collective in relation to that 9 of Pentacles? Please and thank you. Okay, well, I think maybe it just wants me to talk about this. So clarifying the 9 of Pentacles is the 9 of Cups. You've been really working on yourself. You've been really working on your life. And I feel like it's about to pay off in a big way. Both of these are very abundant, and there's an abundant energy with both of these cards, but there's also an element of independence, being good on your own, and maybe even more than that, like you are doing great on your own. This is the kind of energy that this combined really gives me. Also, I'm realizing now 999 could be 999 could be something of significance for you. But anyways, You've been like building up your own abundance and prosperity and your independence, your ability to stand on your own 2 feet by yourself. You may have even like learned to overcome codependency issues with others, which seems very beautiful and very healing. And I feel like with this 9 of Cups, it's really giving me the energy of like, yeah, I did that for me. Nobody else did that for me. I did that for me, you know? There's like this really strong sense of like being proud of yourself, of realizing how far you've come or what you have accomplished, or the fact that you are going for the things that you want. There's like something that is very rewarding about that. It feels like you've been feeding into yourself for quite some time, and maybe there's some sort of external payoff or like validation of some sort. There's also like a wish fulfillment message with that 9 of Cups. So it's even giving me potentially that if you're coming into a time of maybe financial abundance, it feels like that could very well have been a wish that you had for yourself. Especially whatever this is that you've been pouring into yourself. Like maybe it was focusing on your career, focusing on your hobbies, passion projects, or just like your self-love, care in general. There's like some sort of like external reward of some sort. And it could be financial, or it could just be like people like validating like how far you've come. But it's also like just saying that you are content, you are happy in this place of being independent and being in your power. Bottom of the deck, King of Wands. So this could be your energy. Actually, yeah, it could actually be your energy, regardless of gender, because it's giving me an energy of like, I go for the things that I want. It's very much like the masculine energy I'm picking up on is really the energy of action. And so I feel like in order to get to this place of financial stability, abundance in your life, or what the heck is that? Oh, it's just a stick, I think. Yeah, I think it's just a piece of driftwood. Why does it look so weird though? A shoe? That's probably just a piece of driftwood. Anyways, where's I going with this? Yes. So you may be in, either you are in this energy or you were in this energy to achieve what you wanted to achieve or what you had to achieve or obtain or something. Like, because it's like you put in that actual work, that action towards these things that you're passionate about, and then the reward comes in because of all your hard work. You also may be seen as this King of Wands energy. Somebody that is very much like a can-do attitude is really what I'm getting. All right, so and there's also like a sense of eagerness and stuff, and I feel like you're very charming during this time. You may even find yourself attracting certain people, especially when you're like in this abundant, self-contented energy. I feel like it's gonna be like, you're going to feel powerful, I feel like. Because it all also kind of feels like along the lines of manifesting. I feel like there is something here that you've been wanting to manifest, and maybe now it's finally coming into the 3D for you. So there could also be a sense of like getting praised as well for the hard work that you've done. And the other thing is that I'm getting is like this is stuff that probably wasn't visual in terms of all the hard work that you've been putting into yourself, to your life, your goals, your dreams. It probably took place behind the scenes where people couldn't really see it. And so when it reaches the 3D, that's when people finally validate it. But I feel like you've been validating your experience the whole way through. It's just now externally you get validation. Okay. Sounds really positive. I really like that. Um, yeah, that's not complicated at all. I like that. Okay, let's go into the Two of Cups then. So like while you're in this energy, there's like the Two of Cups coming in. So it's like, just when you thought that everything was perfect, it's gonna get even more perfect. I also think that you probably are attracting people because of your independent energy. There's something about you being self-sustainable, going for the things that you want, providing for yourself. There's something very attractive about that. Yeah, that's pretty. Okay, so let's go on to that Two of Cups. Please and thank you, River Spirit. What can you tell me about that Two of Cups in relation to the collective? Please and thank you. What is this Two of Cups trying to tell the collective? Please and thank you, Spirit. Please and thank you, River Spirit. Please and thank you, River Spirit. Ooh. Oh. Okay. Clarifying that Two of Cups, Four of Pentacles in the reverse, Four of Cups upright. Also two fours, so 444 could also be significant, but this is interesting to me because it's almost like telling me somebody here is releasing something that they've been holding on to that probably was not really serving them. And it feels like it's definitely related to love. So honestly, this could be your energy or somebody that is attached to you. Yeah, I think it probably will apply for the individual that is watching this, but it feels like somebody realized that something was not really serving them, even if they mentally convinced themselves that it was serving them. They held on to it probably because of a lack of, a lack mindset. That's probably what they were experiencing, and so they held on to something for way too long. And now they're realizing, wait, I need to get rid of this. This is not actually serving me. It may even be hindering this person, not making them very happy. And so in regards to removing something, it feels like the Four of Cups is clarifying that this is something romantic. So it really gives me breakup energy. Or maybe even mindsets. It could even be mindsets when it comes to like the way that you view love or the way that this person views love. But it feels very much like it could be, yeah, it feels like somebody was holding on to something or someone that wasn't actually helping them or healing them or, benefiting them in any way. And so they had to go into this Four of Cups phase, phase of like saying no and rejecting something or someone. And it's interesting that is clarifying the Two of Cups. So maybe this could be the collective that I'm tapping into right now. I wonder if this could be you leaving behind a partnership with somebody or an ex or, somebody that you may have felt you were clinging to or holding on to, but ultimately you knew deep down that it really wasn't for you. And so you had to grow the confidence to say, no, I don't want this in my life. And maybe there's even an aspect of like, I deserve better. I deserve more than this. And I wonder if, like, because you released all of that, in comes this Two of Cups energy. It's like you cleared away the things that were stagnant. You cleared away those, like, it feels definitely like a relationship to me. Like you cleared out somebody that was just not for you. And as a result of clearing that out, there's now an empty space for the things that are truly meant for you, the people that are truly meant for you to come into your life and to give you this Two of Cups energy. Bottom of the deck is the Hermit card. So whether this is you or the person that you are attached to, the Hermit card really shows a huge amount of self-reflection. And it seems like, especially after this breakup, if that is what it is, somebody had to go within. Maybe even rediscover themselves or figure out what they want out of life. Figure out what's important to them. And through that process, they gain so much wisdom and clarity. And this person's able to see what it is that they truly want out of life. It could also mean a period of isolation. Maybe that was you. Maybe when you left that relationship, you entered a phase of the hermit where you were self-isolating and reflecting and, working on yourself, focusing on yourself more. And then, like, once you come out of this hermit mode, you may be finding yourself being attracted to somebody here or somebody being attracted to you. There feels like there's something coming after this process. And this could be the person that is attached to you as well. So if you're not hearing from somebody, it could be because they are going through this hermit phase currently. They're reflecting on, like, what do they want? What makes them happy? What do they want to go for? Especially because if this was like some sort of connection they were in, it could very much be that this person put themselves on the back burner while in that relationship with somebody else, and focusing mostly on that person and not so much themselves. So it's like they feel like they need to get tapped back into who they are, what they want, and like what they want their future to be as well, is like what I'm getting. Like, what is the future that this person wants, and how do they go about taking the steps towards that? Okay. What else for that Two of Cups? Please and thank you, Spirit. Thank you. Ooh. Ooh. Okay. Well then. Okay. So what other cards came out? Eight of Swords. The Fool card came out in this direction, which is very nice. The World card. So, it's so interesting, actually, because it's almost like when this person removes that energy, that person from their life, I think they have doubts if they did the right thing or not. There's like a lot of overthinking, being stuck in their head. It feels almost like, yeah, because it's like when you remove somebody from your life, all the hopes and dreams that you had for the connection with that person. There is like a sort of grief that comes with that, of like, oh, we could have, in the future we could have had this, this, and this. And so it's almost like this person could be even coming to terms with the fact that maybe they like sort of like fantasized a little too much. There's a dragonfly flying around. Oh poop, I lost what I was talking about. Also, I get like maybe they could just be struggling with their mental health as well with this card. Especially like, coming from something that you were holding on to very tightly and then suddenly releasing that can cause a lot of emotions. But it feels almost like maybe this person's worried that they made the wrong choice, that maybe like they like almost like a feeling of maybe they were being too impulsive when it came to cutting out this person. But I feel like it's truly what is best for them, but they're just stuck in their head about it. And I also get with this that like, well, especially combined the Eight of Swords with the Fool card coming out this way, it really is kind of telling me that perhaps the motivating factor here that caused them to release whatever this energy was is the Fool card, meaning that they want a new beginning that is much more filled with optimism and possibility. And there's like a pure intention as well. And so it's like, it could even be that like maybe they're not even sure if this, like say this person left behind somebody in order to clear out their space, their energy for a connection with you, say. But it's almost like they're not really sure if it's really possible for a new beginning with you. And so it's like, what if I just cut this person out of my life and now I'm completely alone, and the dreams that I had with that person are no longer going to have, or no longer potentially going to happen. And it feels like they took a risk here. It feels like there was some sort of risk that they took, and I think that although it is ultimately for their highest good, they may be kind of psyching themselves out to a degree. I definitely feel like there is this like mental confusion, not seeing things quite clearly, but it's like underneath it all is this passionate desire for a new beginning with someone. Because it's like, I feel like honestly that past connection, it may have been purely just potential. Like sometimes you're in a relationship with somebody and you see their potential and you're like in awe of their potential, but they never actually tap into that. They never truly believe in themselves enough to get it tapped into that potential. And nothing really develops to show that potential in the 3D. And so it's like, I feel like it's almost like leaving behind certain hopes and dreams that may have never been meant to happen, or like the expectations we have in relationships, it feels like they kind of realized that was never really going to happen with that past person, but there's like endless possibilities with the person that they're coming towards. And I feel like this could definitely be a new person. I don't think that this is like an ex or anything. I think this is somebody that probably left behind a connection in order to be able to pursue something with you. And then with the World card coming out as well, it's just saying more so of the same thing. Like, they are done with some sort of cycle, and I think that was that past connection or whatever energy that they cleared out. And now that door is closed, they want to open another door to this new phase filled with endless possibilities with that Fool card. And I'm getting, like with the world card, I'm even getting like the message, the world is your oyster. And I believe that that's like along the lines of like, you know, you can have anything that you want kind of thing, to my knowledge. I'll look it up later to make sure I'm saying that phrase correctly. But anyways, or using that phrase correctly, I mean. Anyways, so it's like, there's, yeah, like there's just like endless possibilities, endless potential for this. I also think that there is some sort of like divine, like some sort of divine presence with this connection that they hadn't felt before. It feels like this is part of their enlightened path, whereas their past may have not been so. Because it feels like there's like, yeah, it feels like there's like a sense of importance to this. Something that's like so necessary to happen. Yeah, and when we're going through those sort of transitions, it can feel a little bit confusing, chaotic, especially if we don't have all the facts, if we don't see everything in the 3D. It can be hard to, you know, validate, like, I made the right decision by leaving this person behind. I think it's mostly just the fact that they don't know if this new beginning is possible. They just know that they want it very, very badly, more than anything, it feels like. Bottom of the deck is the Three of Wands, and so that makes me think that honestly, it's giving me the energy of like, I think this person may have cleared somebody out of their life in order to be able to come towards you. Because it feels almost like if they don't do it now, they'll miss their opportunity. Because it's, especially if you're, you know, in this person's eyes, you're probably very much like a catch, you know? And so it's like, I think they're just worried that, like, hey, if I don't take a, you know, take a shot or, you know, take a chance here, then somebody else might, and I'll miss my opportunity completely. And it feels like it's even more so pressuring because it's like so divinely coordinated, I guess. Like it's just so divinely meant to happen. Like it feels like it's like the divine is like saying, hello, like now is the time. You want this person? Now's your time to try. Yeah. I also think that this person could be waiting for the right time to come in. It feels like they could be in observation mode at the moment. Okay. Let's go into the Hanged Man. Please and thank you, Spirit. Ooh. Thank you. Three of Pentacles. Okay. Anything else for that Hanged Man? Thank you. Ten of Swords. Okay. Anything else about that Hanged Man? Please and thank you. Please and thank you, River Spirit. Anything? Thank you. Oh my. Okay. Oh my gosh. This is intense. Let me just show you all this together. Three of Pentacles, Ten of Swords, Hierophant, Hanged Man. So the Hanged Man came out for the Hanged Man, so double confirmation there for sure. Somebody's going through a spiritual awakening, especially with that Hanged Man being clarified again by a Hanged Man. Somebody's going through a major spiritual transformation, and it's changing how they see everything. I'm also getting that this, yeah, somebody that they built a foundation with, if this is referring to another person, somebody that they've built a foundation with had to end. Because it was never going to give them what they want. And it feels like what they want is that traditional sense of commitment with another person. So lifelong partnership or marriage. Like it feels like whatever it was had to end because it was never going to become what they wanted it to become, because it almost feels like it was like stuck. You know, like you build a foundation so that things can be built up on top of it, but it almost feels like with that past person that they were stuck in the foundation phase. I don't even know how to word that, but like, yeah, like they were, I don't even know how to like make sense of that message, but it's like it, oh, okay, maybe it was more along the lines of like this person never truly felt at home with that other person, and so it's like it always felt like getting to know somebody still. You know, like there's certain people where it feels like it's much more effort in order to get things to work out with that person, and then there's some people that you meet and it just clicks, right? You know, it just is easy, it's natural, it feels like you've known each other forever. And I think that's the difference. This past connection that they were in took a lot of effort, and it felt like they were never really getting anywhere with that person. So they ended it. And it could have been very painful for one or both people in this situation. Like it's a heavy ending to something that did have potential. But the sunrise in the background of the Ten of Swords really indicates that there is a new dawn rising. There is a new day coming. And so, again, there's like this image of closing one door and opening another. They had to like kill off this part of their life, end it. And it's like something about it feels very like final. I'm almost even wondering if this person, maybe they tried to break up with that past person a couple times, but it was always like vague. But it's like now it's serious, because like the Ten of Swords, that's like very, very serious energy. So it's almost like I really feel like this person couldn't leave any room for interpretation, or like it literally feels like, no, we are done this time. Like we are absolutely done. Like it feels like this person may have had to even be like kind of straightforward and to the point where it might have been cutting and painful for the other person to a degree. Like it just like feels like, no, like I'm telling you flat out that this is over and it's never gonna happen again. Like it feels almost like along those lines, like I need to make sure that this other person knows that there is no future in between us, and that this isn't just, you know, a breakup and then makeup sort of thing. Like it feels final, you know what I mean? And I honestly feel like this all happened because of this spiritual awakening that they've been going through that has changed their perspective of things. And I feel like this could be them shifting in terms of like how they perceive relationships to be even. But it feels like there is something, because like again, I'm going back to this feeling of divine, of the divine I should say, where it's like I truly believe that somehow you unlocked their spiritual journey or their spiritual self. Like there's something that you brought into their life that helped them become more spiritual, tapped more into spirit, the divine. And it's almost like maybe they're even picking up signs and synchronicities much easier than they did in the past. And maybe they're getting like certain signs and synchronicities that are letting them know that they're on the right path towards enlightenment, towards what they're truly supposed to be doing on their soul path in life. And so it's like there's something about the divine being a big part of this. And I feel like you're the person who opened this person's mind to the divine or something like that. It feels like you are the person that sort of triggered these actions. I don't think that you intended that. I don't think that you did anything to promote that, but it rather just a byproduct of this person liking you, a byproduct of this person getting to know you, made them want to do this big transition of moving out of a connection with somebody in hopes of a new beginning elsewhere. And even the Hierophant, even though I'm picking up more like marriage vibes or, long-term commitment vibes, it definitely could be, again, something related to the divine, spirituality, connection to spirit. Like it truly does feel like spirit is like almost whispering in this person's ear about like what they're supposed to be doing, the actions that they're supposed to be taking. And this person is listening. I almost even wonder if maybe they were a little bit reluctant or not so open to hearing that from spirit, because change is a scary thing. Change is, one of the things that we fear most in life, most of the time. Even if it is a positive change, it's still change, and change is scary to humans. We crave consistency, stuff that can be predictable. And ending a relationship in hopes of something else starting is definitely not predictable. So it's like, I do feel like they have like these hopes and dreams for something very beautiful between the two of you, but maybe they don't. I honestly feel like they're doing all of this before they have concrete evidence that you like this person back. Which honestly, they're free to do that, like. And honestly, I kind of like that energy because it's like before they, set up something with you, before they leave a relationship, like that's kind of sketchy. But the fact that they left a relationship because they finally realized like, this is not serving me, and then eventually going to something else, it feels like that's a much healthier way to go about it, in my opinion. Because it's like, okay, you actually like left that connection before you started trying to see if something could work out with another person. So it's not like this person was trying to be on the sly or do something without their partner knowing. Like, yeah, because I think we've all met at least one person that has done that sort of thing where it's like they're pretty much setting themselves up for a relationship while they're still in that past relationship, where it's like, let me just make sure that this person has feelings for me and like, I have a chance with this person. Okay, now that I got that confirmed that that person has feelings for me, I'm gonna break up with this bozo. And it's like, I don't know, that seems a little bit questionable, but it feels like this is the type of person that does not do that. And because there is something very devoted about this person, it feels like, especially with that Four of Pentacles in the reverse and the Hierophant, because the Four of Pentacles in the reverse, the Four of Pentacles upright is about gripping something too tightly, right? And so I think that this is the type of person I think that when they have a person in their life, they are devoted to that person. Like deeply devoted. And so I feel like this person could definitely be quite a strict monogamous, monogamous? Monogamist? I don't know. Somebody that just wants to be with one other person is what I'm trying to say. And so, yeah, it's probably like that's just their character. Because it's like maybe they're the kind of person that doesn't like to think like that in terms of like trying to set something up before leaving a relationship, because it's like almost like when they get feelings for someone, they're like all of their attention, energy is poured into that other person. And so it's like this person knows exactly what they want, and they know what is, ethical, what is not. And so I feel like this person, maybe they even just had an inkling of feelings for you, and they were like, okay, like I got to get rid of this past person because I do not feel the same way for that past person as I do for this person in the present moment. Yeah, it feels like this is definitely somebody of character. I like that a lot. It doesn't feel like there's any sketchy energy. It feels like this person is very straightforward. I'm also getting like maybe they are straightforward in terms of communication as well. And that may come across as like a certain way. Like maybe sometimes they come across as a little too serious or intimidating, but it feels like a good thing. I like a good, clear communicator personally. I'd much rather have the truth, have honesty, have the facts of something rather than somebody just, you know, fluffing something up, you know? I'd rather hear the truth rather than what somebody thinks I want to hear, you know? And so I kind of like that this person probably is a good, straightforward communicator. And then the fact that it ends with that hanged man again. I like how it's almost like the hanged man is like sandwiching in these cards. Like the way that the hanged man is like that, and then the hanged man again at the bottom. It's like a little sandwich here. And okay, so especially with that hanged man ending, this section, it feels like you have changed this person's perspective in a lot of ways about how they view the world, how they view themselves, even how they view connections. Like it's something about you that has shifted this person's perspective completely, and it feels like they can never return to who they were. Yes, they can never return to who they were before they met you. I know that sounds very dramatic, but it feels like that's what it is. Something about you has changed them forever. And I wonder if it's even just like, now they finally believe in true love. Now they finally believe in spirit. Maybe they finally believe in the divine. It's like something, it feels like you opened something for this person that can never be closed again. And I feel like that's what this person realizes. And that's why they're doing the things that they're doing. Why they're clearing away that past connection or energy to make room for this new beginning here. Because it's like you have shaken up their world to such an extent that it's like they've got to learn how to put together, like I don't even know how to word this. It's like such a big concept, but it's like, I don't know. It's just like, I really like it. It's just like they realize that there's just something so unlike anything that they've ever experienced before when it comes to this connection with you. And so it's like they cannot pass up on this. And it's almost like, I don't know, like it feels like, I literally feel like the divine is like talking in this person's ear and directing them towards what they need to do, how they need to move, how they should come towards you. It feels like they're very much like listening to spirit, because there's something incredibly divinely orchestrated between the two of you. It's literally like so life-changing. Truly. Bottom of the deck for this other deck, Seven of Wands. So it's clear that they are here to fight for this. I'm getting that, like, it's like, okay. I also am getting the message, like, that they feel like this is worth fighting for. Maybe they didn't have connections in the past that were worth fighting for, especially when it comes to this, because it feels so life-altering. It feels so different than what they're used to. And so it's like, I'm also getting that maybe they want to, like, show you through their actions that they are willing to fight for this, that they truly believe that this is something that is, you know, incredibly important, significant, and it's like part of their path. Like, they can't avoid this. They cannot avoid how they feel for you. They cannot avoid what they, like, picture a future looking like with you. Yeah. Like, and it doesn't even matter if things don't look, like, promising. Like, this person wants to fight either way. Like, even if they feel like, you know, the odds are stacked against them, they may feel like they don't truly stand a chance, but they're still going to come in and they're still going to fight for this anyways, because it's something that they feel like they almost have to do. Like, it's literally like, it feels almost like with the metaphor of books, like, it's almost like you were written into a book of their life. And so it's almost like you're part of this story, so obviously I can't avoid it. It needs to happen because it's part of this story. I don't even know if that makes any sense, but, like, it's just like, it's necessary. Like, it feels like almost like you are necessary to this person in some way, and maybe they don't fully understand it themselves quite yet, but it feels like this is something that they truly need, have to go for, have to act towards, because there's something just so incredibly significant about it. Like, and, like, I have a feeling, well, and also, like, the card itself, like, this is a message of triumph against the odds, you know? And so I think that they're probably, especially if they show up in the right energy, I believe that they will be successful. There is something very optimistic about this person, especially because of that Fool card and the Seven of Wands together. It kind of tells me a story of, like, I don't even know, because it's almost like they don't care if things look bleak, or they don't care if they think that maybe they don't truly stand a chance with you. It's like they just want to try. They just want this. They need to try. Oh, and also this could go back to maybe, like, if they don't try, they'll always wonder what if. Like, if they don't try to come towards you, if they don't try to express themselves, they'll always be wondering what if. What if I had approached this person? What if I had, you know, tried to fight for this? Yeah. Okay, so that's really what I'm getting here. So I hope it made sense. I know I was kind of, like, a little bit all over the place, but just a strange energy today. I probably need a nap anyways. Yeah, so that's the reading. I hope that this resonated for you. And if it did resonate, feel free to like, comment, share, and subscribe. If you subscribe, you can become a part of the Hive Collective, because my name is Bee. Bees live in hives, and you can become an honorary bee like me. We could be a little bee family together. If you like my videos and you'd like to see more, be sure to click that bell icon down below so that YouTube actually notifies you. Thank you so much for being here. I truly appreciate you, and I can't wait to see you in the next one.